Hey, what's happening? It's Bill Smith. The last few days have been crazy. It looks like the mainstream media is going to start doing some of our work for us, so that's great. So it's time to kind of shift gears here and move forward. This is Abby Olheiser. That's a Jewish last name. She's not an attractive person. I don't know her. I've never talked to her, but biopic is eek. Might pass in a place like Seattle or Portland, man, but not in places where pretty people are. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, she runs a goth blog online and for the Washington Post. So I want to point something out. This is the person that ran the hit piece on me, Bill Smith. That is my name. My name is William Smith. And I think what happened was the post was like, give it to the loser nobody in the back. And someone's like, hey, Abby, hey, come up here. We got something for you. We're going to throw you to the wolves. So she's famous now. It's Abby Olheiser. We're over here. I want to point out some things that I think are just ironically funny, man. I can't get over these people are two-faced hypocrites. Their entire profession is based on being a two-faced, lying hypocrite. And I want to give her more credit because she did write an article. You know, they did put it on the internet. But in one mouth, they'll say, don't do this thing. That's evil. And then you go back and you look at what they just did over the last 3 weeks. They told people to go do the thing they're telling you not to do. So, yeah, they're a bunch of two-faced hypocrites. They're liars. They're paid shills. That's what they do. They get paid by Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, to spread disinformation online. This is fake news. All right, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, here's an article this person wrote a few weeks ago, I guess. It says, there's no good reason to keep old tweets online. Here's how to delete them. Why? You know, I thought you should be proud of what you post. Why is it a problem now, Abby? How come? Why is it a problem now? You know, you were super proud of this stuff 2 years ago. Man, oh man, did you like throwing around kill whitey, cancel white people, it's okay to be white, I'm Jewish. I mean, that's what you guys do online, and now that we've uncovered what you're up to, we've dug through the depths of history to uncover a bunch of stuff that doesn't add up. Okay, this is funny, there's reports in the New York Times that say that 6 million Jews died in Russia. I have the newspaper clipping. I'll put it in a future video. 6 million Jews died in Russia per the New York Times. So this is great. The first thing she says is like, go download all your work. You don't want to really lose it, you know. You want to keep your work. You just don't want other people to see it. So go start deleting it, right? Keep deleting it. And know the deletions limit. And here's why she's doing it. Because up here she says, look, the alt-right is going through people's accounts and finding pedophile stuff. Okay, that's bad for us, you know. So cover your tracks, delete all the evidence. That's what Abby's telling people to do, right? And she says, go back up all your work so you keep it, but delete all the evidence. Because she's gone through this to demonize Roseanne Barr's account. So she's done that in the past. Let's take a look at that. She says, and this is the point where she's getting. She's like, look, even if you delete Twitter, it's not going to really go away because it's possible that people have made archives on the Wayback When machine. And she's saying that Roseanne Barr deleted tweets and she went and stalked Roseanne Barr all the way back to the archives and reported on Roseanne Barr's deleted tweets. And then in the QAnon report, she's saying like, you know, look, you shouldn't do that. In this article, she says, go cover your tracks because people are doing this. I just did this to Roseanne, and now people are starting to do this to James Gunn. And I don't like people doing it to James Gunn, right? And Justin Roiland, the pedophiles. I don't want to see all my pedophile heroes go away that work at Nickelodeon, owned by Viacom. You know, all those people, I want to keep those people around, but Roseanne, you know, she's got to go. So that's what I mean, it's as two-faced, hypocritical as you can get. It's in the same article. One Roseanne Barr tweet got her TV show canceled, but she has a long history of online controversy. Do you understand how hypocritical this stuff is? They literally complain that you do this. You know, that you make YouTube videos talking about this stuff when they are the actual ones doing it. Okay, it's projection, and it's from the Rules of Radicals, and it says always, what's that rule? Always accuse your enemy of what you are doing, right? Because then what are you going to do? It's like the Russian thing. You know, whatever. Seth Rich. His name was Seth Rich. I'm just going to say thank you, Abby, for just red-pilling people. Like, because Abby Olheiser, right, the Washington Post, she's the softener. Okay, she's softening people up in the general public. General public will be like, oh my God, that's bad. Okay, the TV says it's bad. Oh my God, newspapers everywhere saying it's bad. You know, that must be dangerous. And they're like, wait, what? What do you mean they say the Titanic sunk or didn't sink? Or it was a conspiracy that it was sunk to create the Federal Reserve? People are like, well, what does that have to do with anything? Why? That's stupid. Why are you freaking out about that? Right? We're going to win. Okay, let me make that clear. At the end of this road, there's no way to beat this. The Washington Post can't win. This is damage control. Okay? This is their last stand. You're watching the Alamo. Okay, this chick, what's her name? Abby Olheiser, the ugly girl from the back room in Washington Post, right? She's Davy Crockett. Okay, she's the Alamo right now, trying to fend off all the Mexicans from slaughtering all the white people on the frontier. Okay, Abby Olheiser is trying to defend. She's the Davy Crockett of this moment. And you know, like I said, we lost the Alamo, bro. You know, the Mexicans overran us down there, so you know, Washington Post is not going to win this one. They can't win. There's no way to. And you might go, well, Bill, you know, Bill, how do you know that? You know, what do you know? Are you just selling us hope, Bill? No. I know what the playbook is. I've already read the Media Matters playbook. This is the DNC's playbook. Okay, Media Matters is their pit bull. Media Matters is what defines what the Democratic digital communication strategy is going to be online. 100%. This is owned by David Brock. David Brock was dating the guy. David Brock dated the guy, James Alefantis. They were in a gay relationship, a homosexual sodomists. That's what they were. They were practicing sodomy, homosexual lovemaking, sodomy. Anyway, David Brock was dating James Alefantis. It turns out James Alefantis is a Rothschild, and his last name means like baby love or something in French. It's made up, you know? And he's on the list for like the most powerful people in Washington. He just owns a pizza shop. How is that possible? He owns a pizza shop. How is that possible? Okay, so like I said, David Brock owns Media Matters. This is their strategy guide for the next 2 years. It's how they're going to, you know, push their propaganda out online and defeat the propaganda, quote unquote, that I'm making, or we make, or people that are associated with the truth are making. So I'll post this. Here's other companies they work with. This Share Blue place, this has got a $2 million budget. Every year they have 6 dedicated content providers. So going online and stuff, trying to fight the red steel trap that's coming down on their faces. Like I said, man, I read that guide. You know, I read their whole strategy guide for the next 2 years. I know what they're going to try to do, and I can tell you they don't have a plan. They don't have a clue. It's like if I went to a whiteboard and I was like, okay, become a billionaire, make a rocket ship, and fly to Mars. Okay, all right, that's my strategy for this year. I'm sure I can accomplish it. You know, plan what? How am I going to do that? Oh, you know, I don't know. I'm going to work with my mainstream media partners. Okay, so this is Media Matters. I want to point this out because they drive the conversation online. Okay, this is the DNC. This is the Democratic National Committee. It's their strategy guide. They put this article up. I'm going to try to cover a couple things real quick. This is pretty great. I suggest you come over here and check this out. So they're using this new word called amplifiers. So I'm a right-wing amplifier, I guess, because I ended up on this list. But you know, for people, for people that knew about this 7 months ago, they sure went out of their way not to talk about it. You know, I find that fascinating. So now they have to, and I'm going to show you what their strategy is, and then you can do with it what you will. Okay, first I'll show you this. This is the article that I was written in on the Washington Post. I think it was linked to on the Q board. You can find it if you want. I think it's like 1806 or something. But it says, "You'll never guess how the QAnon conspiracy theorists feel about all this media coverage. For months, a man calling himself Bill Smith, my name is William Smith, obsessed over the YouTube search rankings for QAnon, where his conspiracy-fueled videos competed with those made by other believers for the few top slots in the list of results. On Wednesday, Smith was dethroned by a rush of mainstream outlets who each produced their own videos explaining the conspiracy theory. After its existence suddenly went viral." No, it's been out there for a while. It was viral back in February. "You chose not to report on it for this long." So there's some factual inaccuracies in here. I just want to get this straight. I've never live streamed. I tried it once, but it didn't work. So just up your reporting game. These people aren't very good. Like I said, they're not that smart. You know, they're just, they have a sickness inside of them that says that homosexual is the right way to go. Let's not have kids, and everybody chop their dicks off. Like, that's what's in Abby Olson and people like Abby Olson. Everyone around Abby Olson in the world, okay, all our journalist friends, they all think about that. They're all pro chop your dick off. That's what she's down for, and that's what they want to push. So they're not that smart. That's the hard part about it. Like, they don't understand where that goes. They don't understand the crazy part is, let me just slip this in there. I read her bio. It says that she's got a degree in religion, and I haven't studied her background. I'm assuming she's Jewish and not Christian. I'm positive, you know. But for someone who studied religion, and it's weird that they don't understand the purpose of it. Like the societal structuring against things that cause diseases, that spread things like AIDS, right? Things that cause you to break down family, things that cause like pedophilia and stuff to come out into the open. That's the problem with people like Abby Olson, and people like Abby Olson, and just about probably anybody that Abby Olson has ever met in her bubble inside of New York or wherever she lives. Right? And I feel sorry for her. I really do. So, Abby Olson, welcome to the show. So the point of this article was that they say that they have no way out. Okay, that's where they get to in this. They say, look, we have no way out of this. You know, we don't want to report about it. There's nothing we can do at this point. We have to, and then, you know, like I'm saying, the whole article is about how I'm excited that they have to do this. And I am. I'm not misquoted. These are all right. I either wrote or I said everything that she says that I said. So that part she did get right. I'm proud of us. Okay, I'm proud of everybody out there that's listened or participated in this. And for the new people that have just come along right now, welcome to the party, man. It's going to blow you away. Okay, so these people learned a few things. Right here, up here, this is the Washington Post. Yesterday, this just said QAnon, and it linked to the article I just showed you. And today, it says QAnon Titanic. Okay? So they're going to try to make sure that they have good search rankings. So the exact same thing that they complained about me. You know, the whole thing about Tom Hanks and airing out accusations. They go, oh my God, you know, we didn't say that, so you can't say that. You know, you're too good at this. Please, YouTube, please stop them from being so good. Oh my God, you know? And that's just stupid. Like, that's ridiculous. So this is the first attack on the content. Fact-checking QAnon conspiracy theories. Did J.P. Morgan sink the Titanic? So you go to YouTube and you type in QAnon Titanic, and you get an MSNBC news article about QAnon from 2 days ago. You see where this is going? You get it? So here's what you don't know about the story. Okay, the Titanic was sunk on the 15th of April, 1912. The Federal Reserve System was created a year and a half later. Both companies that made those were owned by J.P. Morgan. And the Titanic was the second of 3 exact replica ships JP Morgan never stepped foot on the Titanic. Until next time, it's Bill Smith. Thanks for watching.